Good morning, YouTube. So we were meant to have left for Bangkok already, but obviously it is the morning after Silence Day and things are just starting to open up again. At the minute, I cannot locate a driver, which is a little bit shit. So I'm just gonna take myself down to grab a coffee. It's currently 6 a.m. I did want to leave nice and early, but I could probably get away with leaving at like 7. So if I leave at 7, it's not the end of the world. Fingers crossed though, they can locate me a Grab or a Gojek ASAP, because I do not want to miss my fucking flight. Right, so that was quick. That last clip in which you saw, the minute I stopped recording on that, they managed to find me a driver. Brilliant. And he was a true gent as well. He allowed me to stop off at a shop on the way to grab some water and coffee, because like I say, nothing was open. When I went to that shop in order to grab a coffee, it was closed. So I was in desperate need of some caffeine and some water mainly. I hadn't even hydrated in that prior clip yet. So yeah, but anyway, we are at the airport now. We're gonna head in, get checked in, and then I think the mission from there will be to find another coffee, to be honest, sit down and do some work. So I will see you soon. Right, alright gang, so we managed to stop off and find a coffee. Within that time we edited the last YouTube video in which you would have seen, and if you haven't seen it yet, you know what to do. Go back and watch that video. But then we dropped off our bags, made it through security, and we are now making our way to the gate. Can't lie, I'm tired, very fucking tired. Haven't had anything to eat today yet, and there's literally nothing in the airport. Well, there is, but it's just this all unhealthy shit that I don't really want to eat. So yeah, tried to find like a protein bar or maybe like a pot of fruit, something like that. Can't find anything, so it looks like I'm fasting until we land in Bangkok, and then hopefully I could get myself a nice, healthy, nutritious meal. But yeah, guess I'll see you in Bangkok. Right, so that is the flight. We landed. Can't lie, weren't too bad, went pretty quick. I say I was asleep for the most of it. I weren't really, I just had my eyes closed, listening to podcasts. Went by pretty quickly. So yeah, off to get our luggage now, and then we head to the hotel. Right guys, so it is the next morning. I think I landed at my hotel room around about 8-9 p.m. and I was absolutely exhausted. I just wanted to get some food in me and then get to bed. I was literally surviving off, I think, 2 chicken wraps the whole day, pretty much, prior to getting to the hotel. Probably done a grand total of about 1,200 calories. So yeah, today we're gonna get back to normal nutrition. We're gonna hit a 5K soon. I can't lie, I'm still absolutely exhausted, you can probably tell, but I've been up for the past hour and a half now, just trying to walk around Thailand and find a coffee, and I haven't been able to. Really not a fan of Thailand so far, really not a fan. It's just very, very difficult here. Everywhere's cash, like no such thing as card, really. Cash is king in Thailand, from what I've heard and from what I've been told, and from what I've recently found out as well. So I'm currently back at the hotel to get a coffee, but I'd been 3 places prior to this just to try and get a coffee, and I haven't been able to because I haven't got any cash, and I don't know where to get out cash because no one here really speaks English. So yeah, the Indonesians definitely speak better English, that's for sure. That's kind of what I've gauged so far. But again, I haven't even been here a full day yet, so I may change my mind by the end of the trip. But as of now, can't fucking wait to get back to Bali. Cannot wait to get back to Bali. Kind of just want to get this HYROX over and done with now. So yeah, I'm gonna grab a coffee, hit a 5K flush out, and then I guess I'll crack on with some work and then head over to the venue and we'll scout that out and see what it's about. And hopefully I can get on my DJI, because this has all been on iPhone so far. If you haven't clicked off yet, then you're a real one. Thank you very much, and subscribe if you haven't. Right, so I've just arrived to the gym now. Bearing in mind this is a hotel gym, this is probably one of the most aesthetically pleasing and well kitted out home gyms I think I've ever seen. I tell you what, for a hotel gym, that is about as good as it gets. That's about as good as it gets. But knowing my luck though, both of the treadmills will be in use, so I've got to be patient, wait, and then I will get in my 5K flush out. But look, they've even got a little seating area here in which I can wait at. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of mobility, warm up, and then once one of the treadmills are free, I'm jumping on and getting my shit done. Let's go. Right, so that's the 5K flush out complete. Time to go get some food. Right, so we are off to the, I believe it's the Bangkok International Trade Center, it's called, which is where the HYROX event will be taking place. So gonna head there now, scope out the area, get a feel for what the course is like, find out what time I'm racing tomorrow, so I can get everything set in place, everything prepared, and I can come organized, ready to kill, ready to go to war. No, I'm joking, I'm really not that cringy. It's an adult sports day, remember? It's all just a bit of fun. Right, so we're here. It's been some walk from where the taxi dropped me off to where the entrance to the HYROX actually is. But as I'm walking closer, I can slowly start to hear that noise, that atmosphere, getting pumped to go tomorrow. So yeah, can't wait to get in, have a little look around, just buzzing, excited for it. There we are. So there is the time in which we're racing tomorrow. I had no idea you could actually like get that up on the website. I thought you had to come to like the help desk and then they tell you. This is only my third HYROX event, by the way, so yeah, leave out, bear with me. But all in all, 10 AM tomorrow, that's a good fucking time. That is a good time, right? I tend to do majority of my HYROX training, my running in the morning. So for me, that's perfect, right? That's enough time to get up early, get a good meal one in, getting a pre-snack prior to going into the race. So can't lie, I'm low-key buzzing with that, If they had put me at like 8 PM, bruv, I would have just booked an early flight home. Like, I'm not fucking racing at 8 PM, no fucking way. By the time I finish, it'll be past my fucking bedtime, and that's if I'm to get a sub 70 as well. If I was to get a sub 70 and achieve the goal, it would still be past my bedtime by the time I cross that finish line. So that just wouldn't have been happening. Absolutely not. So here we are. As you can see, absolutely huge. Not a bad gap this at all. So yeah, kind of just scouting out the course now, getting an understanding for it. From the start, what I've been told, we do 2 laps to begin with from the start before we enter the ski, and then after that it's just 1 lap. The stations are lined up in numerical order other than the last one. So from station 1 to 7, so from the ski to the lunges, it's all lined up. But the wall balls, they're literally right in the middle. So we almost don't enter the rock zone. We almost just enter the wall balls, and then we run round for that to, of course, complete the course. So yeah, normally just getting a feel for it, getting an understanding for it. It looks like a sick course though, honestly. It looks like a very, very good course. I'm happy with the fact that it is 1 lap, because that just takes away like the confusion, the guessing, etc. When you're that tired and that fucked, trust me, you don't want to be thinking about that stuff. You just want to be running around once and that be that. So yeah, super excited to get after this tomorrow. Super excited. Guess I'll see you when I'm home. I fully take back what I said about that barber. Oh, actually, I didn't say anything, did I? I just made a sarcastic gesture. As you know, any young lad with great hair is going to feel extremely anxious when sitting in the chair of a new barber shop in which they've never been to before. And you always kind of judge a barber based off of his look, right? I feel like your stereotypical barber, like a Sam Rascal looking sort of guy, right? You'd expect them to have great hair themselves, maybe like slimish build, covered head to toe in tattoos. Like if you have a barber that's slim build, medium to long hair, all slicked back or all sort of flowing back lusciously with hand tattoos, neck tattoos, full sleeves, full leg sleeves, then 9 times out of 10 they're gonna give you the best haircut in which you've ever had. This bloke didn't quite look like that, but I tell you what, he could cut hair, so fair play to him, fair play to that guy. But anyway, gonna wrap this video up here. Not an awful lot to really report back on. Past few days, obviously been travel and then just finding my feet a little bit in Bangkok. Not that I'm going to be staying here long enough to really justify doing that, but I suppose I wanted to scout out the course for tomorrow and kind of get a feel for what it's like. It looks like a very, very good course, so I'm excited. As we know, goal is sub 70 minutes. I got 80 minutes, pretty much 80 minutes bang on in my last solo. A lot of things didn't go my way though. A lot of things could have gone a hell of a lot better, but I don't make excuses. I'm not going to be one of these guys that gives it the big one and then coughs it up post-race. Absolutely not. If I'm wank, I'll just admit that I was fucking wank. Now, yes, there could have been a few more things in which I could have done differently that would have optimized that race a little bit more. But if I look back and ask myself, was I really training as hard as what I could have for it? Probably not. I was training hard, don't get me wrong, but I've trained a whole lot harder this time around. So yeah, I'm expecting to hopefully get sub 70. That would be superb. That would be great. Job done. But no, all in all, we'll see. You'll have to stay tuned and find out. So like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And I'll see you on the next one.